You could use NIB rewards to get a discount on some new sneakers. You could get into running. With the time you save with telehealth and prescription delivery, you could really get into running. You could find the perfect physio and really get into running. You could even get discounted travel insurance. Let's just start with the sneakers. NIB, potentially amazing.
Good afternoon and welcome to C.ex International Stadium again. What a fantastic day. It's the Oztag 2025 final day at the beautiful C.ex. And haven't we seen some crackers already? And at the moment there's some extra time going on and over on the backfields. But about to kick off the quarterfinals of the 13s girls. It's the Stingrays from the Sutherland Shire up against the Central Coast. And the 2-minute warning has just commenced. A little bit of ice, baby. They might need that. And my co-commentator, Chris Caruso, they might need that in this quarterfinal.
Yeah, definitely. I know. Again, we're back with two great clubs. We just had Central Coast in the boys 12s in the game before. A great club, and Stingrays we commentated before. So, this is shaped up to be a pretty good quarterfinal. Yeah. So the Stingrays up against the Central Coast girls 13 should be a cracker. And your referee is Alicia Ings, and I'm Jeff Kelly. Great to have your company this afternoon. Plenty of others to come. There are another 3 games on the KO live stream. And it's the Central Coast to kick us off, running from left to right of your screen in the dark jerseys. And, of course, the Stingrays are running from right to left of your screens. Both in the blues, but it's the dark v the light. Help you identify them. So the Stingrays on the attack early in the pink tags. About 15 out from halfway. They decide to go the short side. Little settle now. Can't find a way through there. Oakley Lees plays it back. Hawkins finds an offload. They'll come back short side. No, referee. Take it back there, please. That's the 5th, the last signal. So this time it's tapped through Havana Anderson. It's an absolute cracking kick.
Absolute cracking. 50-10 early on the first set. Well, you couldn't have got a better first set, could you, Chris?
No, exactly. And Coach Ryan Rostelin, he's going to be ecstatic with that start. They've applied the pressure, got the return ball, and let's see what happens here.
So a nice set and then finish with a 50-10 for a repeat. So the Central Coast under pressure early, and the Stingrays just trying to pepper the line right now with a repeat set. Early in the first half here. Here they go now. This time they use a few hands. They decide to swing it wide and, geez, nearly come up with a result. Try-saving tag. Back inside now. Stingrays, dummy. Steps to the left. Goes right instead. Comes back the other way, but good pressure. Good defensive pressure there.
Knock on from Central Coast.
And they're saying off a Sunny Coast hand, Chris.
Yeah, so Central Coast had tested early here. 2 sets on the line. This is going to be a great test for them, but also if Stingrays can get on the board here, that'd be a great achievement early on.
As you said, 2 sets on the line. Make it 3 sets in a row from the kickoff. Here go the Stingrays. Have a look at the numbers. They've got some depth set here. Are they going to use it? They've got to work a play here. They must have something up their sleeve. Here they go now. Again, they just try and go themselves. Anderson can't get anything there. Now they dummy left, go right. Oh, look for a missed tag, but absolute try saver again there from the Central Coast. Stingrays go the other side, eastern touchline. Can't find their way through there. Well, they've got the depth here. They've just got to use it. I can see someone signalling, saying, get out, get out. So they're going to try and get it out there, but they're just getting up and chumping it down and suffocated them again, Chris.
No, great defense there from Central Coast. They were calm and they were relaxed, but they knew what they needed to do. The tags were made. But Stingrays, they didn't really show any shape at them. Just simple one-outs and made it pretty easy for Central Coast to defend.
So the Central Coast now with an opportunity after defending 3 sets in a row. Here they come. 15 shy of the halfway. Dummy. Metre short of the halfway now. Central Coast, options left and right. They decide to go the right and they say, well, let's go for a 50-10 and I'll match her. Great kick, great chase. Outstanding stuff here by the 13. Yeah, this isn't girls 13s. Have a look at the quality of this.
We've just gone set Stingrays 50-10, set Central Coast 50-10.
I can't believe this is girls 13s with the quality we're seeing here. Outstanding stuff for a quarter final. Central Coast Stingrays. Here go the Central Coast now on the attack. Couple of metres out. They'll shoot it over to the eastern side. Yes, good. Offloads. Almost a late tag in there. Picks it up. Patches the tag back on. Shoots out a dummy half. Tries to go herself, but a try-saving tag there from the Stingrays.
Penalty.
No, referee played the advantage there.
Yeah.
Someone was offside.
We've seen that a few times today, playing the advantage and then going back.
Good reffing. Good score. Why just play the whistle from the start or from that play? What a nice little switch play. And well read there by the Stingrays defender. Absolute try-saver again. Here goes Central Coast. So we saw them fend off the Stingrays down there. Can the Stingrays fend off the Central Coast now? They're down here under all sorts of pressure. Got some numbers set out deep here. They'll shoot it out. 1, 2 wide. Goes to the centre. Now, they've got numbers. They've got an overlap here. Almost sliding defence gets over there. Can't find a way through there. Dunkley.
Penalty again, offside.
So isn't it funny? Now the same thing that happened to the Central Coast is happening to the Stingrays. Let's see the resilience. Who's going to stand up? Repeat set after repeat set.
Yes. Stingrays are tested just as Central Coast were tested, and again the same thing. Central Coast want to put points on the board here.
Harper Bennett holds it up, goes to the line, looks for an offload. Can't find anything there through for Williams. Now they'll come the right side. Dummies back inside. Bennett. Jinx does the Macarena. Now quick hands. There's 2 on 1, but goes down low. Referee looks to the spot, goes to the touchies, says I'm happy with that and awards it. And they've come up early with the first points. 1-0 Central Coast, Chris.
And it was just a quick play the ball, put Stingrays on the back foot, and then just good hands. And she shows herself, puts the ball down, points to the spot. But yeah, it came off the back of a quick play the ball. And, you know, Central Coast, they were given the opportunity just as Stingray was early on, and they were able to execute. So 1-0, about just under 5 minutes in.
And Dunkley I thought she was going to pass it. It was 2-on-1, and she actually dummied and went down low and almost had 3 defenders jump on top of her. Gets the ball down. Comes up with the first points. It's the Central Coast 1 over the Stingrays 0, and great pick up there because that could have been just one of those little baubles that was well picked up there by Malia Longbottom. Now they're one off the ruck again. Again, this is the 12th quarterfinal. The 13th quarterfinals. And the skill level this weekend, it is the Junior Nationals. Seniors coming up in November. I hope you can join us for that one. Nice, a bit of movement now. 10 shy of the halfway. And Stingrays, that one's gone to ground, but it's come off some feet, so it's play on, off the legs. Well reffed again there. Well, it's not rocket science. That's the 5th and last now. Bang, they decide to put one into it. Good pressure on the kicker, but she manages to get it down 20 metres. But that's a nice place to start a new set right there, Chris.
Yeah, and just see, as the ref put in last there, the other winger dropped from Central Coast and gave enough room for the winger that received the ball to just feel confident in not having to run, be prepared, and put him in the halfway.
So they had plenty of numbers set out here to the western side, but they went down the short side, and the defence still along. They all fall for it. She throws a dummy, goes herself and goes over. That's an outstanding individual try, and have a look on the replay. I think it was Harper Bennett.
She just comes back in. Marker chases here. She comes back to the left. And she just pins her ears back again. Another dummy. Head for the try line. A great chase, but an individual try there by the number 17.
Yeah, she's not on our list. That's terrible. I called the 11, Harper Bennett, beg your pardon. But 17 isn't on my list. I'll send off a quick text message to see if we can find out who that is. And apologies to the family and to the young girl that scored it. But they're in front. They're in front now. Central Coast 2, Stingrays 0.
Yeah, another great run there from Stingrays. They're eating the meat as well when they're getting up. They're looking for their kick. They just need to try apply some pressure, play smart. It is a 30-minute game, so they shouldn't feel too much pressure on. We're only about 7 or 8 minutes into the half. What do they have here? They've just moved on.
Well, here go the Stingrays. They've got to
great
respond.
Show.
Nice show and go. And you could see the disappointment that she couldn't make that pass stick then. But it was a beautiful show and go there. Longbottom again around the middle there, creating a bit of difference.
Signs of hope. Signs that there is still there in Stingray's life.
Still confident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's only about 8 minutes in, plenty of time. Central Coast making some subs here. But again, pressure on the Stingrays. Can Central Coast put points on the board, make it 3? Oh, nice tag there again from, Here
they go now. Central Coast, one off the ruck. Straight through. Dummies. Goes herself. And straight over. Another great individual try. This time it goes to the number 8, Baxter. And watch this on the replay, Chris. Talk us through, mate.
Again, she goes herself off the right foot and just pinning her ear back in herself straight through to the line. And a bit of individual brilliance here, but it comes from the quick play the balls, working as a team and giving space for their ball runners to do what they're doing. And a great try there from the number 8, Mercedes Baxter. Well, she took off like a Mercedes there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like the top of the range AMG. But let me tell you this. It was the fast running. It's hard to tag a moving target. Now, when I used to coach the girls at this age, I used to tell them it's hard to tag a fast-moving target. And that's a classic example of that. Come up with points there. Mercedes Baxter, well done. So Central Coast in front, 3. Stingrays yet to score. Probably wondering what's going on here in this quarterfinal. Here they go now. A little bit of a settle. Just trying to find something through the middle there. McKevitt, dummy. This time, Lees takes a settle. 10 shy of the halfway. They go for that 50-10 again. At the back, it's a perfect kick. Well weighted. And that's exactly what they needed. A big play, Chris. A big play right there. And she did that one earlier. That's McKevitt, Chloe McKevitt. Well executed.
That's just under pressure. She knows what she needs to do. She doesn't get frustrated. And she gets a 50-10. They need to put points on the board here.
Oh! Just as you said that, they've made an error, and that's really unlucky. Really unlucky there for the Stingrays. And, geez, their coach, Ryan Brusterland, he'll be devout about it.
He would be. Like, you get the repeat set, and on the second tag.
Oh, opportunity gone begging. If that's footy, you got to dust it off, reset, and go again. But right now, it's all for the Central Coast, the momentum. Oh, look, even the bounce of the ball. So not played at, she said play on. Tags off there. Here they go. Oh, nice ball movement. 3-on-1. And will they get down here? There's a fullback coming across from the Stingrays. Holds it up and goes herself. And again, just walks over and celebrates. The 14 gets a double. Evie Dunkley.
And it's pretty much very similar to her first try. She gets open space, quick play of the ball. Central Coast moving the ball well from coast to coast. And she finds her space, throws the dummy, and goes herself.
And off some nice work from the 17. I'm still chasing the lovely girls in the office who give us the team list. For some reason, the 17 from Central Coast is not on our list. But well done. Well done there. Double try there for Evie Dunkley. And I could have even gone to the winger. But she's got a double here on the big stage for a highlights reel.
And that's 3-0 to Central Coast. So, Coach...
4-0.
Sorry, 4-0. And Andy and Kate, good hand. That'd be a result. And
it's just, yeah. You know, and they've just got to chin up here. They've just got to chin up and get into the sheds, as they say, and reset. Who would have thought 4-0 in a quarter-final? Even the Central Coast are probably scratching their head going, how did we end up here? Here they go now. There's a ball that's gone to ground. Of course, a good defence. Picks it up. She goes. She got 20 to go. 15. All the way. And the Stingrays finally bounce back. And this time through Sage Boothroyd. And she'll be loving that one tonight when they watch the replay. And let's have a look. Talk us through this, Chris. A stroke of luck finally gone the Stingrays' way.
The ball just went to ground and Sage just jumped on it, picked it up, great hands, and she pretty much ran the full 70 metres there and head down, backed herself the whole way. And a great try, but also had a great timing. You know, we're just about to go into this, a couple minutes left of the first half, putting a point on the board, gives Stingray some hope, gives Stingrays a bit of confidence.
Yeah, well, hopefully the energy will lift as it normally does after points. And like you said, confidence, yeah, the big C words come out because that's what they need right now. 4-1, Central Coast. And all of a sudden, it's going the other way. All of a sudden, it's going the other way. Now, the Central Coast are putting themselves under pressure. It's a complete momentum shift here.
That's exactly what Ryan would have won after that try. Get a return, repeat set, and then, hopefully they can make it 4-2.
So they'll probably be lucky to see one set out of this, not long to go in this first half of the quarterfinal of the girls' 13s. And it's 4-1. Central Coast and Stingrays coming home with some wind in their sail at the back end of this first half. Quick settle there. Redmond play the ball. They'll come out of dummy half. Make it 1, 2 wide. No, holds it up. Goes herself. Cooper will play it there. 15 in front of the half. Now they'll go. Steps off the right. Comes back inside. Dummies. Can't find a way through. And Longbottom will play it there. Now they'll go to the right. 2 wide. The defence too strong. Here they go now. Short side, trying to catch someone napping. Oh, and there's a ball that's gone to ground. A little bit of panic footy there. Mackenzie Brown, it's gone backwards. Bit of a let off for him. Oh, nearly pumped that one forward. But they just need to run through the ball and run onto it. Be a little bit deeper perhaps here, Chris. Here they go. Short side, attacking the line.
Yeah, great defence there from the Central Coast. You know, they held them off. There's the halftime hooter. So going into the half, 4-1. You know, they're lucky Stingrays to get back into that.
Yeah. But at 4 points to 1, the Stingrays have got all the work to do. It's been a perfect half for the Central Coast. Take a short break and be back with the second half. The girls' 13s quarterfinal. Don't go away.
Think of everything you could do with NIB. You could use NIB rewards to get a discount on some new stuff. You could get into running. Say, with telehealth and prescription delivery, you could really get into running. You could find the perfect physio and really get into running. You could even get discounted travel insurance. Let's just start with the sneakers. NIB, potentially amazing.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to C.ex International Stadium. What a fantastic quarter-final we've got on offer here in the Central Coast. Well, they're probably scratching their head wondering how the hell did we end up 4-1 in front in the first half, while the Stingrays, well, they're kicking off there probably thinking how did we end up behind here. But don't discount this. 15 minutes of this second half. Let's see if they can bounce back. I'm Jeff Killick. Great to have your company here from C.ex Stadium, and joining me in the co-commentary, Chris Caruso from the Northern Beaches region. Chris, can the Stingrays do it? What are you thinking?
Oh, I think they definitely can do it. It's just purely up to them and how they play this second half. We've seen it before in a lot of Oztag. Points can be scored, and by the pressure, force and error, and a bit of individual brilliancy. 3 tries, we can get a good game here, and then we could probably get into extra time, or even Stingrays taking it home with a win.
Well, there's been some good patches of brilliance in the first half for the Stingrays, but just maybe a few too many errors. But all those 50-50 things with a kick bounce or a penalty or, just went the Central Coast way in that first half. And that's what probably reflects the score at 4-1. But Stingrays on the attack now, running from left to right of your screen. And it's a nice ball movement. We said they need to move the ball and run on a little bit better. I reckon that's what Coach Ryan Brustolen has told them.
Yeah, exactly. And I just want to touch Central Coast, man. They just did the 1%ers right in that first half.
Here they go. 2-on-1. Oh, puts a kick through way too much weight. Look, the idea might have been a good one, but I reckon she was better to run to the line and use a winger there, Chris.
Yeah, exactly. Kill it in the corner. You've now given the Central Coast a good set, tap from the 10. And
it's a 7-tackle
exactly.
set. So that's probably the first or second 7-tackle we've seen all day. They've been pretty good with that, most of the teams. So coaches obviously got that one into their head. Look, they don't always go perfect. The idea would have been a good one had she have scored, but unfortunately not on this occasion. Central Coast now. A little netball pass out of dummy half. Dummies goes herself. Can't find a way through there. Emerson Williams. She'll play it back. 10 shy of the halfway. Dummy right. One off the ruck. Now they'll come back to the inside. Go for that 50-10. It's been popular here today. Oh. Fullback there waiting for it. But we're talking about the luck of the bounce and the kicks. There's another one that's gone to Central Coast way.
I think that's her third one today for Central Coast. Number 11, Harbour Bennett. She's been clinical with that 50-10 in her kicking game. She's telling players where they need to be and getting set and then striking.
The general directing the traffic around there. Harbour Bennett. Kick's been on song, as you heard there from Chris. All right, here we go to the right now. Oh, decides to go and isolate the winger dummies, and well tagged there by the Stingrays. Absolute try saver. They'll come back now. Set a little bit of shape. Bennett gets her hands on it. Sends it back out. Now they'll come 2 passes wide. Dummy can't get through. Defence is up at their face. Bandy has to play it there. Quick settle. This time from Dunkley. Double try score already. Oh, she'll be really happy about that, but they've still got some work to do. Second half, chip chase, picks up, scores! Second try, beautiful, brilliant. Please, I saw Lacey going over to ask who the number 17 was. And guess what? Oh, Lacey's come up with it. What about Stella Fotu Moala?
And she had her eyes for the ball there. She was calling it from the number 10. She was hitting the hole. She catches it, and just the individual brilliancy to catch, drop on your feet, regather possession just before the line. And we wanted a name for the whole game. And Stella, when we needed it, she's brought the Central Coast now 5-1. A great try.
5 points to 1. But, since I didn't see Stella early, I didn't see the 17 out there, but since Stella has come on, she has injected not just scoring points, she has set up points. Her footy is really good for a 13-year-old lady. Here we go now. These young women are just putting on some really nice quality stuff, like even just ducking down the short side down, a little offload. There's no way they would have been thinking about that at 13s. Go back a few years. And they love their footy. Can't find a way through there. McKevitt plays the ball. They'll go 1, 2 wide. No. Dummies goes herself back inside. Nothing doing there for Anderson. Plays it back. Lee's in the dummy half. Offload, and the ref says, no, bring it back there. So, unfortunately, Boothroyd, the try scorer, has got to bring it back. So there's a nice kick, but this time Central Coast are waiting for it and it just needed a bit more weight, Chris.
Yeah, right idea again, but not a bad position to put the kick in. If Stingrays, can apply the pressure, they still have a chance in this game. But Central Coast, they're doing everything right. They're hitting the holes. Like you said in the first half, they're running at speed.
Hard to tag a moving target, but look at the way they're attacking the line here, the Central Coast. So there's a knock forward, being propelled. Referee Alicia Ings all over it, and a bit of help there from the touchies. Isn't it great to see an all-women game with all-women officials out there? Well done. Well done to the referees here at Oztag, and appreciate your effort right across the weekend. Women's footy, how good is it? Here they go now. Stingrays on the attack, almost through. Can't find a way through. Again, McKevitt. So, jumps out of dummy half, sends it across to Anderson. Anderson finds an offload and another one. Winger in the corner at pace. That's all you got to do. Goes all the way. McIntosh. Referee looks at the spot, and that was probably the best set that we've seen so far, Chris, and the movement.
They forced the error. They did what Central Coast did in the first half. They had quick play the balls, and great ball movement here if we look at the replay. Just running at the line, passing, good hands from the number 3, all the way to the winger, and the number 5 dives over in the corner. A great try from the Stingrays, and that brings it to 5-2 now.
5-2. And, that was just great pace, great movement, and the direction of that. They certainly got the execution right on that one, and I'm sure their coach would be wanting to see a bit more of that, Chris. Here goes the Central Coast trying to respond as best they can. Play the ball there. Missed tag. Now they're 10 shy of the halfway. And the Stingrays, well, they just seem a little bit more hungry now in defence as well. So at 5-2, they might be starting to get a little bit of belief. So we're into the second half here.
And there's another error from Central Coast, giving Stingrays.
All of a sudden, the tide's turning and we're halfway. We've still got 8 minutes remaining, so time's on their side here. But the Stingrays, they need to get some points and maybe a double barrel. Bang, bang. Here they go. Darts out of the dummy half, short side. Can't find a way past that defender. So Hawkins will play it there. One off the ruck again. Lees beats one. Can't get through the next. Hawkins gives. Now, dummies across. That one's gone to ground. They can be dangerous sometimes. That's gone back, but almost gone forward again.
Yeah, gone forward there. The signal from the touchy. Gone forward. They're bringing in 5 for a play the ball here. And
it's a let off.
But it was good signs from the Stingrays. If they can continue to do this, like you said, there's only 8 minutes left in the game. There's still 8 minutes left in the game, I might say, and there's still time.
Well, there's still time. There's still a chance. But the Central Coast just going through their sets now. A little settle there from Williams. Here comes the kick again. Bennett. But this time, notice they had the fullback and the winger drop back on that one, Chris. But they've made a bit of a meal of it, so they got 6 again anyway. That's the second best outcome. Hurst will play it quickly, and this time they'll attack the line through Williams. Now all of a sudden, they're 4 metres out. The Stingrays going to have to switch on. They take the short side. They really need to defend. Big test coming up here now for the Stingrays. Couple of players just hanging back there. And there's a penalty, so a repeat set, Chris. Putting themselves under a bit of pressure here.
Yeah, we see like early on in the first half what Central Coast did to Stingrays again. So got the kick, probably not the 50-10, but still a great result. And then a pressure, 6 again. If Central Coast, they could lock it away here.
So Dummies comes back around underneath with Bennett. That's 6 again. Now they'll send it to the right. Dummies comes back the short side. Nothing doing there for Bandy. She'll play the ball. Bennett out of dummy half. They shoot it across. 2 wide. This time for Tua Ma'ala, the double try scorer. Double cut out pass. Nice dummy to the right. Fatua Ma'ala back inside to Bennett. Fatua Ma'ala. This time she sends it back to Williams. Williams will play it there. Good defence here. Now they'll come to the short side. Dummy, come under. Send it against the grain. Seems to work. Now all of a sudden they've got a bit of an open side here. If they can get the ball out there, they're going to isolate the winger. 2-on-1 goes herself. Well tagged. And well tagged to stop Williams there. Now they'll come back the other way. Bennett, dummy, shapes up the kick and dummies that one. They don't fall for it. Now they'll come back the other way. Bennett again in the dummy half. That's Williams. Shoots it across. They'll come all the way. Use every play they got there, but the defence is there. And already the player put their foot out there, Chris, and geez, they survived that attacking raid.
Exactly, but not a bad place to change over there. Stingrays have to do a lot of work to try and get out, and a great run there, but Central Coast, they're looking too good out there.
Made it 5 points to 2 and 5 minutes remaining. It's a big mountain to climb right now for the Stingrays, but don't underestimate the Stingrays. Here they come, 15 shy. At the halfway. Hard to score from that end of the field. We've seen it done today. But right now, one out. They just can't seem to find their way through. Anderson will play it there. Back to the centre. 3 wide. Here they go again. This time Hawkins unloads. Finds the winger out there on the eastern side. Back inside now. Long bottom. She knows how to turn a game around, but that one's gone straight into a Central Coast foot.
Yeah.
But accidentally offside, so they'll get a penalty. Good outcome, Chris.
Yeah, accidental offside. They'll get a penalty. They'll get 6 again now. It's a bit tap inside the half. Stingrays need to put points on the board here.
Quick run and some quick meter eaters straight up the inside. 10 in front of the halfway now. Here they come. Some nice ball movement from Anderson. Finds a little offload in there and tags just off there for Boothroyd, the try scorer. Now they'll come back. Short side, Dummies goes back inside. They try to isolate the sliding defenders. You can see the whole Central Coast nearly slid across, but they're smart enough to correct it. Now they go back to that eastern side. Can't get through there. Bostic. Now they'll come back to the right. Here they go, opportunity, bit of coast-to-coast movement here by the Stingrays. That's the 5th and last. What do? Do they kick? Do they settle? Do they set up for a play? They go 2 wide, 1 over the top, off a hand. That means a 6 again. Gives it to the winger, goes through unmarked, and all of a sudden they're back.
That's a double for the winger there. And if we look at the replay, good ball movement again, similar to the first try the winger scored.
5 points to 3. Talk us through it.
Yeah, just moving the ball well, taking it to the line. Again, taking it to the line, good ball movement. The winger, she's got some pace, goes over in the corner, and now we're at 5-3.
Well, the Stingrays coming back, and, they've got about three minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining, just under. So at 5-3, don't write them off yet. I said it earlier, don't write off the Stingrays. So, a couple of things are starting to fall into place for them, but definitely their attacking has been much better this half, Chris.
Yeah, definitely.
Their attacking plays.
Central Coast would love a 50-10 right here.
Yeah, look for Bennett. Gets a boot. You picked it, but a little bit, see? They put pressure, and it wasn't Bennett that time. They put pressure on Pittman. Claire Pittman was in there, and a credit to them, it worked.
But still not a bad kick.
Yeah, it's hard to score points from that end of the field as you're winding down the clock at the same time. You know, every time you come in, bring it off from the sideline. So they wouldn't know what the clock is, but just under 2 minutes remaining. They might be running out of time here, but who knows? Bang, bang, 2 tries. Could go to a decider. And there she goes with a nice run through the middle, long bottom. Anderson in the dummy half. Now they'll go 3 wide. Looking for an opportunity. I thought they were going to go the intercept then. But well picked up by McIntosh. Back inside now. This time it goes into the Boothroyd. She tries to make some metres in front of the half. Anderson tries to go against the play. Goes back the short side again. But that winger just keeps coming up in defence and shutting it down and sending it back inside. They send back around. Does a spin. Seems to work for him. Gets out of one. All of a sudden they're over. Hawkins. Alia Hawkins, and look at that. Look at the energy. Sprinting back at 5-4. They know there's 1 minute remaining. They got the kick-off. They've got to get the ball back. Well, the referee's got to blow the whistle.
But great try there from Alia. She just missed tag after missed tag, but she was going off the left, off the right, spin, back off the left, and goes over. 5-4.
Oh, they've set up a cracking back end. Oh, nearly lost the ball. And what a setup that would have been for a finale. 5-4, the Stingrays all of a sudden, new energy. Central Coast on the back foot. Siren's gone in the background. Look, the celebrations have started. Well, unfortunately, there can only be one winner. And it's gone to the Central Coast here today at 5 points to 4. Their first half, a standout at 4-1. And they're able to go on with it, even though Cronulla, or the Stingrays, I should say, won the second half. Chris, at the end of the day, the Central Coast have done enough to go out victors here in the quarterfinal at 5 points to 4.
Yeah, credit to the Stingrays. They never dropped their head. They kept on going. Nearly brought it back there at the end, but Central Coast, they did everything right that game and deserved the win. So congratulations to Central Coast and good luck in the rest of the finals.
Okay, we're going to take a short break and be back with some more finals action from C.ex International Stadium. Don't go away.
Think of everything you could do with NIB. You could use NIB rewards